everyone, this is Lilith and welcome back to another one of my videos for Altenew. Today I'm going to be creating a really simple fun little box which I use as home deco in the house. So you will need 2 strips of paper, one which is 5 inches wide and 4 inches high, and the other one which is 11 inches wide and 4 inches high. You can get this template on the Altenew scrapbook blog. So on the strip of paper, which is 11 by 4, I'm going to score a line at 1 inch, at 2 inches, at 6 inches once again here, at 7. Okay, so these are my score lines, as you can see, and I'm going to do the same on the smaller sheet, but I'm going to score at 1/2 inch and then once again 1/2 inch, but from the other side. And I'm just going to fold these over and put those to one side. So now that I've got my folded papers, as you can see here, I'm going to take the longer ones and I'm going to cut a square out of that. So to do this, I'm just going to line up the paper on my cutting mat and just fix it with some washi tape so it doesn't move. And I'm going to use the guides from the scoring mat to cut out my square, and I'm going to leave 1/2 inch around the side of that square, which you can see just to the right of the 2 first score lines. So I'm just going to lightly draw with a pencil the 1/2 inch lines from either side, and then I'm going to take that second score line and draw 1/2 inch from there, take the third score line and draw 1/2 inch from there as well, and I've got a little square. So now I've got that square mapped out on my paper, I'm just going to cut that out using a craft knife and a ruler. I would advise you use a metal ruler because I have had nasty experiences with plastic rulers as I just cut into them with my craft knife. So I'm just going to finish cutting this out, and there we have our little square, which is going to act like a little window. So I'm just going to rub out those little pencil marks. And here you can see the inside of the square. Now I'm going to decorate the inside before gluing everything together, and I'm going to use this lovely stamp set which is called Floral Alphabet, and I'm going to use the letter K. The letter K. I don't know why I said N. The letter K, and I'm going to stamp that in some permanent black ink. I'm going to use my eraser just to prep the stamp so that the ink sticks to it. So there we go, just going to stamp the letter K down. And then I'm going to use one of my favorite stamp sets, which is called the Beautiful Quotes. And I'm going to take one of the quotes from there, and it starts with the word kindness. That's why I picked the letter K. And I'm just going to stamp that beneath. I'm going to take just a little mat and just stamp onto the paper. The little mat beneath just to make sure that the stamping comes out nice and neat. So now that I've got my little strips of paper ready, I'm going to glue everything together. But before that, I'm going to cut out some flowers which I'll be using as embellishments. So I'm not going to be using a lot of embellishments besides maybe one sticker, but it is nice to use some embellishments on this little box. And so I'm just going to cut out a couple of flowers, and so this is just a little bit of fussy cutting. I'll do the first flower for you, and I'll just I'll spare you the other ones. So now that I have got all my little flowers cut out, I'm going to assemble my little home decoration item. So here I've just folded along the lines, and I'm going to glue down that inner piece. So I'm going to add a bit of tape and a bit of tape as well to the other side. And I'm going to take the first fold from the right and glue it down, and then in the second fold, which you can see here, that second piece, I'm going to glue the second piece down. Now I popped the glue onto the wrong side onto the box. That's me trying to figure it out. But there you have it. So I'm just going to glue that down. I'll show you it a little later on. So I'm just going to glue that to the top section, as you can see it here. There we go. So once that's done, I'm going to glue down the second piece, as you can see here. You could glue it down on the inside if you wanted to, just to have a nice seamless part, but because it's the back, I didn't mind too much. So now I've got my little box, and with lots of dimension, I'm going to add my flowers, and you can add the flowers on the inside and on the outside. If you want even more dimension, you could also cut out a little window in the inner section and then just embellish the bottom part. But I just wanted to keep it really simple. But you can play around with this and maybe try it a little larger. If you want to do it larger, you would have to use several pattern papers and maybe glue them together, because you as you can see, for this part I already had to use an 11-inch paper. So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed this little video with this little home decoration item. Thank you so much for joining me. If you would like more information on the products I used and also on the template, you can go to the Altenew scrapbook blog. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I hope to see you very soon with another video for Altenew. Bye bye.